Are you tired of choosing between powerful analytics and GDPR compliance? Let's discover Rybbit, a free open source alternative to Google Analytics with everything you need, from web to product analytics. You can get the big picture of your traffic and funnels as well as the individual user journeys with session replays. Honestly, the UX might be the cleanest of any analytics platform I've covered on this channel. It doesn't have every Posthog feature, custom dashboards being the main gap, but that trade-off makes it much simpler to use. So if you want power without the complexity, this one's worth a look. To start using Rybbit, you can use the free cloud version up to 3,000 page views per month, or the standard version at $19 per month up to 5 websites and 3 team members. Or you can self-deploy it for free by following their installation guide, or use a platform like ours, Elestio, to deploy it seamlessly on your server or the cloud provider of your choice. We handle the installation, backups, updates, and ongoing maintenance for you. To start using Rybbit on our platform, head to ls.io and click on Login. Then deploy my first service, search for Rybbit and select. Choose between the different cloud providers, regions and service plans based on your needs. Then next. On the final screen you can adjust more advanced settings, as well as choosing between one of the different levels of support we provide. The first one is free and included by default. Once you're ready, hit the Create Service button. Once the installation is finished, you will receive this email telling you that your new instance is ready. Let's follow the Get Password link. You arrive on Elestio administration dashboard for your Rybbit instance. Let's copy the password to our clipboard. User is the email address and follow the admin UI link. Type your credentials and log in. The first thing we need to do is to create an organization. So I will create Elestio and create. And then you can choose between your organizations and add a website to them. Let's add our first one. Type your domain name. You can make the analytics public. I guess it's useful for people building in public. And you also have enable user ID salting to enhance the anonymization of the data. Let's click on add. And because this is the first time we do it and we didn't send any data to it, it knows it is in setup mode. To set up Rybbit, it's very simple. You simply add this script on your website when it is a simple vanilla HTML website, which is my case for this video, but you have guides for any platform. Let's check one example, Next.js, and you have the basic setup to do it using the script from NextScript. You also have a distinction if you are using the app router and the page router. It's pretty well done. But in my case, it's much simpler. I copy this script, I open my CMS and insert HTML before end of body, paste the script, save, and open the website. Okay, here it is. I can try to navigate on the website, click and type. I don't know if it will catch anything. And we can now see on our instance that we have one unique user, one session, we have graph, many things, but because I'm alone and it's not real data, it's not very visual. And I know you like visual. So let's go to their official website and check the live demo. Much better to see all these unique users, sessions, everything with real data. Maybe it's the only reason that you can make analytics public, it is for their demo. We have the stats by hours or minutes. Then you have the different referrers. So it's which website it's coming from, but they are aggregated into different channels. If it's direct website, organic search, referral, social, email. And they are doing this for each category. For example, you have the pages, but you can also filter by titles, by entries, which make it easier to navigate your data, depending on how you visualize your data. Maybe you're more focused on the titles, or maybe it's on the pages URLs. I really like the way it's done. It adds a lot of clarity. Same from their browsers. You have the different browsers, but also devices, operating systems, screen dimensions, countries, regions, cities. So you can really fine-tune the point of view that interests you to navigate with your data. And then you can see the custom events, the trends, if it's coming from VPN. And the good thing is that on all this data, you can fine tune the timeline. So for now, it is set on today, but you can switch for the last 60 days instead. And in addition to that, you can add different filters. So if you want only for one page, the pricing page, you can do it, say filters, and you will see it. Very simple to do. You also have pages to compare the performance per page on your website to know which one are working well or which one are not. We still have our filter applied, so it's making more sense here to remove this filter. And you can see that their main page is the one with the most of traffic. And then the pricing, and then they leave. No, just kidding. Then they go to the documentation and to self-hosting. Then you have performance for the web vitals to detect if any page is taking more time to load. So you can adjust and fix it, or ask your Cloud bot to do it, or OpenClaw. In goals, you can define what is for you a conversion. Here they have integration guide, pricing page, signups, and they have pretty good stats. If you want to access and interact with the data outside of Rybbit, you have their API. Ideal if you need some automation, or if you want your AI agent to browse your analytics. This is it for the web analytics, but you also have the product analytics to really understand what the users are doing on your website. This is more user-centric, so you can see all the sessions, you can play what they were doing, either watch it, or you can see the timeline on the right and go to a specific event. For each session, you have a direct access to the user to have more context on if it is a user that comes frequently or if it's its first time, to really diagnose what is going on your website, on your products. You also have funnels, the journeys, the retention, everything to see if your products are going well. And if you want really precise data, you can access the sessions. So it's what we saw in replay, but in a textual version. You have the listing of all the users that you can open. And of course, they are anonymized, even if I think I am this one located in Japan. And then we have the events to track all the events that are done. By default, the events are auto-captured for the most generic ones, such as links, button clicks, or form interactions, but you can also track custom events. Just check their documentation on how to achieve it. But also check the documentation for features that I didn't cover in this video that can be useful for your specific needs. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed discovering Rybbit with us. Please hit the like button to help our channel be more visible to other open source lovers. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss our next platform overviews. If you want to continue your open source journey, watch this video, available here.